Hello, everyone, and welcome to another charity reaction with the best boys, Gitsilius and Sif Scott.
Hello.
And this time we'll be reacting to Hellslave. Hellslave is a very looks like a dark fantasy dungeon crawler RPG. This game was developed by Ars Gyosha, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, and published by Pid Games and Gamersky. This game I saw on my feed. When I saw it on my feed a bit, just mostly screenshots. It looked like a bit. It reminded me a bit like a Darkest Dungeon, and some kind of like Eldritch horror games. So, Scott, have you heard anything about this game?
Nothing except for the stuff that you've told me before, really. So
Ah,
this will
yes.
be my first time even watching the trailer.
Oh, interesting. All right, it's my first time watching the trailer as well because I've only seen the game through stills and people talking about it. And before we get into that, hey, you out there, you the viewer, hit that sub button. It really helps us out, you know. And hit the bell as well. Be notified next time we go live with some cool content. You would like it for sure. And like the video. And with that, we'll see you guys. The trailer start right now. So let's go. Okay, we got a book. Yeah, compared to the other kind. Oh, looks like we got character customization. Okay. So you not go blindly into the night. Alright. We got abilities. You lost. Wow, thanks for showing me dying. Demon's favorite, they're prepared. Wow. Oof. That's a lot of customization.
Save.
Yep. Fight for humanity. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Comes out May 26th. Wow.
That's close.
That's pretty quick. So, from looking at the game, it looks like it's going to be, like I said, like I saw before, elements of like Darkest Dungeon. It does look like it has a steep difficulty curve. You can make your own party, customize it. You got looks like maybe a town or two you can kind of upgrade, and you just go into dungeons and beat stuff up and get loot, and then beat stuff up again.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they want to have a more geared, difficult battles. Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing at all. Just
No,
means that you actually have to learn the customization stuff and the trees and everything that it provides.
yeah, definitely. And you can play with other people, so you try to build a custom party who will be able to do things you want to do, or build characters that can do it. Maybe the game has permadeath, where if a character dies, start all over again. So you better know what you're doing, or you're gonna lose a lot of people. This game gives me a lot of like old school like dungeon crawler games, or at least the neo difficult ones like Demon Gaze or Trinity and Odyssey. You ever played those type of games, Scott?
I've played dungeon, like one of the early dungeon crawlers on I think is the NES that had a very similar vibe. But I mean, it does. It looks a lot better. Hellsave looks a lot better than that game did, but
Yeah, yeah,
it just looks like a similar concept of the battles and the dungeon crawling.
yeah. A lot of dungeon crawlers are known to be like very, very brutal. It's like a very niche genre. I've seen most of it done in maybe like this in the CRP in the Western side, like CRPGs, character RPGs, and I've seen it on the Japanese side with games like Trinity Odyssey open something recent like the Operation Abyss series. That's pretty out there. So it's definitely an acquired taste. I'm not gonna like that's definitely I'm not gonna deny that. It's definitely those type of games are definitely an acquired taste, but it's very very fun once you get the flow and get difficult of it, and then you build your party and go on from it. I I personally think that like these type of games are definitely for the people who are down for it, who wants it for sure. And
Yeah, this definitely feels like it'll be a taste. It'll be a good taste for those people who like the dungeon crawling elements,
yeah,
and
definitely.
especially because of how much like customization there are for the characters. Like this probably has a lot of replayability just because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Which would be interesting. People try out builds, or someone posts them broken online. Like, definitely a perfect example of like a modern dungeon crawler game would be like Stranger of the Sword City and Saviors of Sapphire Wings, which is available on Steam as a double pack. That game, again, I played it for the Vita when the Vita was still a thing. I know a Vita, right, being a thing still, right, and
God rest its soul.
God rest his soul. I enjoy, yeah, God enjoyed joy, and those type of game. That game was very hard to play. It was very brutal, but once I figured it out, I really had fun enjoying it. Especially as Stranger Sword City Revisited. So definitely, if you're gonna pick up this game, prepare to lose a lot or not understand or like go at a slow pace. I think that's the way I would look at games like this, and I think that's the fun of it, as well as like carving out challenges. The maps look really good. The monsters look very dark and brutal, give you that very like eldritch type of horror, like from games like Darkest Dungeon or I guess Scott. Didn't you were talking about a game that was like a bit spooky at the time? It was like Cthulhu like or something. I think you.
I can't remember. I
Yeah,
remember talking about it,
it was.
thinking
Was it an
about it. Now
art?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't. It was an art. Was it an RPG or?
I think so.
Yeah, it was probably one of the games you would like wishlist or something. Yeah, it's
that doesn't dial it down too much.
oh no, your wish list is too full. But no, no, no. I'm trying to think of like a horror RPG that's not like made by Where's Zone Period Games. Not that's not Cthulhu Saves the World, Cthulhu Saves Christmas.
I would play a game about Cthulhu saving Christmas.
Well, it's a fun game, so that much is definitely true. But yeah, I personally think yeah. But I personally think that so my final thoughts of this game and trailer. I'm excited to see what more comes out from it. It does come out May 26, 2022. So if you devs want to drop a copy in our hands, I'll be down for it for sure. I definitely want to give it a try to see how the combo system works because I love how thanks for showing me the first 5 second trailer. You will lose, so I know I'm getting into.
Honestly, for like a trailer that's only a minute and like 20 seconds, this showed a lot.
Yeah, it showed a lot. So yeah, I'm having some looking forward to the game, and I think that will be it. So everybody, thanks again for checking out our reaction and thoughts of Hellslave, or by its real name. Yeah, its real name. Keep calling it by its real name. But anyway, I'm too busy laughing at it because it's like I was about to make a joke about its slave name, but it's not a slave name. There's no slave name. The game is called actual. But
Called Hellslave.
it's called Hellslave. Yeah, I was trying to make a pun about slave in it. It's Hellslave is his slave name, and then his real name is Hellslave. But it escapes me. I'm too busy giggling. But anyway, seriously, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Remember, if you haven't already, sub to the channel. It really helps us well, and be sure to hit the bell. Be notified next time we go live with content. Like the video and give us what you thought of the trailer. Do you think it's brutal? Do you think you like dungeon RPGs this way? What other dungeon RPG games you played in the past, or if you played currently, and what do you like about them? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.